Hello everyone. Before I start this story time, just wanted to say this is my first video on this channel. I have done YouTube before, but I didn't really want to go with it, but I've decided that now I want to do it. So here I am. So I'm going to start this now. So basically, me and my friends are Muslim. I'm not going to bring that up or make this a religious channel as much because I don't really want to do that. That's not the content I want, but this is the only story time I could think of to start it off. So basically, we have this special park. It's not too big, but it's not too small. It has these lovely bushes and trees, and on another side, but normally what's it called? The people who live nearby, if they have kids and toddlers, they normally bring them around to that area. But this time, the whole park was to us, so we would just run around, mess around, play stupid games. Like we had this little Olympics thing, but we didn't really win any prizes because we knew we weren't gonna win any. Because who would give us stuff? We just literally decided to, do this little Olympics rip-off thing. I'm gonna call it that, but it wasn't really that. We just did these stupid activities like who can climb this the quickest, who can run around that the fastest, and all that. It was, it was I wouldn't say boring, but it wasn't the most fun. Some of the activities were what's it called? We decided to do one where there was this rubber circle and you had to push each other off while hopping on one leg. I lost instantly. I'm a stick. But back to the story. So we sit down and we're talking. I check my phone and what's it called? Start scrolling through notifications. One of my other friends checks, and then what's it called? He gets a notification and he's just like, okay, we need to pray, and we start praying, and this is where the racist lady from the title comes in. So basically, I'm praying, and before any other Muslims hating on me, like why you looked up, stop lying, you looked up, and why weren't you fully in connection? Firstly, before I say this, some people it takes them ages to get a solid connection, and I've been trying to do that, but it's not really working. But hopefully one day I will. But back to the story. So basically, I see this green thing moving around in the corner of my eye, but I just ignore it and focus on praying. And then I see a little child walking around. Once again, that's normal. It's a park, so I just focus on praying. The kid is clinging on to the green thing moving. Then the green thing moves up and it comes into my eye shot, and then I can see what it is. It looks like an old lady, not that old, probably 60s or something, I guess. But she was walking around with her little grandson. I think I'm not 100% sure. That could have been his mum, but yeah. So and she starts screaming at us in this strong accent. Not that there's anything wrong with accents, but it's gonna come in part with the story. She screams at us, "Terrorists! Terrorists! Go back where you came from!" And she starts yelling that at us and chanting that at us. Then she grabs her grandchild and literally runs off. And this whole time, I'm trying to focus on my prayer, trying not to laugh. And as she just walks off, it's freaking hilarious. Her child is literally just wondering what she's doing. He's 3 years old. She's looking at her, yelling at a bunch of teenage boys, just "What the frick, grandma? Grandma, what are you doing?" And there's just us chilling there. Some of the people heard it, other people were too focused to hear it, and I was just there, and I see her walking back to her house after prayer. I point her out, and so do some other people, and they were just like, "How do you know? Did you look up?" I was like, "No, she just came into eye shot, and I could kind of hear her." And then she walks into her house, and then we just talked about what's it called, how funny it was, and how what's it called, people think what we really are is just a bunch of people ready to blow up a bunch of other things. But that was basically the story. I mean, after that, we did walk back. This dog was near a short fence, and I pissed it off, and it could jump the fence, so I just got away from it as quickly as possible. But that's all that really happened. We walked back. We were thinking about calling the cops, but we decided not to because we didn't really want to start some drama. And that's really just it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help me out to start this whole channel off. I would say what's it called? You can email me some stories or DM me some stories, but what's it called? I'm not really sure how to do a link tree. So when I do a link tree, it's probably gonna be soon, like probably after this is released or maybe before. Like when I get everything set up, you'll be able to like email me and DM me things. But other than that, that's really just it. I hope you have a good day and goodbye.